There. Okay, let's get going early. Why not? Did YouTube change the look of channels again? I don't know, man. They're probably doing something. There I am. Let me press a couple of buttons. Oh, I forgot to put on a clean shirt. Damn it. I got my bleach shirt on. Got bleach all over. I took this to Walmart. Lady wanted to buy it, right? Because it's got bleach all over the thing. Do I have one? I've got one. One moment, please. We'll start at the regular time. There. We got like 2 good shirts, and I only wear them when I'm streaming. I take them off. I hang them up over here. I stay nice and pressed. Yeah, that's good. Is it inside out? Oh, I hate when I do that. Let me catch up and see where we are. We got a few people already here. We got Dana, Chef, Free Girl Amy. Smith is her last name. Coin Dragon, Flea Market. There's Victor. Slab Happy. You kidding? Look at them all. They're everywhere. It's a big slab pie. It's a big slab sandwich, and we're all going to have to take a bite. Yep, slab your beak off. Here's Denise. Denise has been under the weather. I'm totally in touch with that. Mine was mostly spent in the reading room. There's Kyler Pellerin. It's a new name around here. Good to see you. Paula. Lincoln's here. And CJ. Oh, thanks, CJ. CJ must have got his package from last week. I figured that'd be coming up soon. I'll check it out. I was watching Chris Rhodes' video. I don't have a link yet, but it's in the video directory. He was talking about coin roll hunting and the real money you can make coin roll hunting. And it paints a bit of a dismal picture because it is a hobby. I go through a box of pennies and I can make, $10, $20. But I mean, I pick them things clean and I don't do it in 3 hours. It takes me a month. Seriously. You get a lot of people talking about these, $10,000 coins, $20,000 coins. You see a video posted about a 69S double die and it's worth $18,000. And then over in the YouTube groups, for weeks, people are saying, I found one too. Look, here's mine. No, that's MD. I found one. No, that's MD. Okay, everybody finds them. They come out of the woodwork. Everybody. Look, I have a, really valuable coin. I'm sure of it. Nope, that's a regular reverse design. It's worth about 4 cents maybe. But keep at it. I've been looking at 74s all day today. Geez, I was looking at these Ikes earlier. Actually, I still have them right here. Oh, we got it set up. I'm going to have to... We'll just go to stacking because moving me on the side is just not an option. Okay, here's what I found today. I got a fella. Remember the guy? He wanted that nice set of wheats for his son who was graduating from high school. Well, his son graduated. I need another gray sheet here. Here's one. Because this thing didn't want to focus. How about we try Polly's trick where you just call Logitech and they send you a new one. There you go. Well, anyway, the kid is, he stopped buying things because the kid graduated from high school. But now he's going to graduate from his freshman year. He says, why don't you put me together a set of Ikes? So I've been going through Ikes lately. And a batch of them came in. And some of the neat things that showed up. What is that, a piece of grit or something there? It's Florida. There's sand everywhere. You got to watch it. Okay, one thing I found is a 1977 double die number 2. And it's okay. It's a bit off-toned. It's colored up on one side. And it's unattractive and unsightly and stuff. I'm going to put a glove on. Let me show you that real quick. Where's that scope? Okay, there's that toning. It's yellow, it's uneven. But, well, the joy is getting in if you can possibly see it. You got some split serifs on, Liberty and God We Trust. And it is darn hard to see, let me tell you. Let's look at the boot on that L. Where is it? We are not going to see this probably. It took me a week to get it to focus earlier. Well, there it is. It's pretty minor. We're not going to be able to see it in a few minutes we got here. But you got to look at the very tip of the lower right part of the eye, for example. And let's see if we can get in, of the eye and in. There you go. And you see there's a little line, just a little tiny little line right in there. And that's it. It's pretty unexciting. But I was, it's a couple of bucks. So I'm going to set that right here. The big one, however, where am I going to put all this stuff? Because this desk, it's at a point I needed to get another desk and just move the computer and just leave everything else here. Okay, the big one, and I gotta have my glove on for this. Let me catch up on chat while I get dressed. I'm falling asleep. Oh God, I had the hardest time the other day. Just could not keep my eyes open. Weird colored dye stuff going on there. Could be. Okay, we have two. Where are you? You got two 1974 S's. Home. Let's look at it. Here you go. The big one and the little one. We'll slide that over to here so it's easier for me to move. But what you got to look at in particular is the R in Liberty, which we can't see on this camera unless I get these real close. Okay, we'll have a look. And it's the same idea as the wham, right? You see the wham on a penny? Just a couple of bucks. One of them is just a couple of bucks. Where are you? Okay, here you go. You've got the R. Now, the normal design variety, that's RDV number 7, I think. Yeah. Well, I'd have to look at it. Did I write it down? No. Okay, the normal variety has a serif on either side of the R, on the leg, right? So this is normal. However, they prepared the dies for the 1976 run, right? And those dies have what you call an Eskimo boot. Find the R. There we go. Where it's straight down on one side. The other side has just a little elephant toe sticking out. And this is a rare variety. Is that a piece of lint? There, that's out of there. And I found this today. So I'm looking at the prices. I'm trying to find attribution and market values. And it's tough. Now, the Ike group says 250 bucks. Okay, that's all well and good, but I've seen their prices are not entirely accurate in that particular regard. Something like this should go, well, first off, it's a hell of a cameo. Where are you? It's a heck of a nice cameo. I mean, geez, look at it, would you? Give me a blackboard. If I can block the light, we can see that is black and white. Now, before 77, 78, these are hard to come by like this. They're saying 250 bucks. No, realistic price is closer to 75 to 90. But I tell you, I'd take $50 for that right now if somebody wanted, the Eskimo boot dye variety for 74S. And that is a clad. If I can show you that is clad. But it's a heck of a nice cameo. The other one, that's just a regular design. Those are 10 bucks. Once you get slab, they get a whole lot better. So this one's a $10 bill. Let me put it in the photo, and it's a little toned up in the lower right. And there it is. Also, just as cameo as the first one, right? Black and white, and a little bit of haziness on the lower right at 4 o'clock. But I think you can get away with that one. In hand, it looks pretty darn nice. But the Eskimo boot, that's the winner. That's the prize. I didn't expect to find that one. Where are you here? Scope. So check out all your Ikes now, because you got to go through it. Now this one applies to the 1974S, different years. The Ike Group, ikegroup.com will have more information on this. There you go. But I found a couple other really nice ones. There we go. So I figured we start with that because, well, it's right here and I was talking about it. To order, send email. That's correct. Some people just send cash. That doesn't work. Send email. It's right up here beside my head. Write down, I want A, B, and C or whatever. Just give me one of everything. That works. I'll send you the bill. Let's see. Go home. Yeah, don't just send money because I have to send an invoice. The invoice, make sure it's goods and services. It also gives me your shipping address, and I can then use the printer. That's the printer right there. Ooh, there's my Borg. Yeah. There's the printer. I gotta move everything to use that. But it saves me the trip to the post office because that's 15 miles down the road, and it's 15 miles coming back. There we go. Sold on the boot? Okay. Well, let me know. Send me an email. Says I want the boot because the boot is $50. You could probably resell it for more, but you know it's going to take you some effort and time. Is it worthy of getting slabbed? Possibly. The condition is quite nice on it. It really is. If you can get the values the Ike group is saying, well, geez, why not? It's wonderful. Let's look at the back of that just because we're here. But it's a transitional die variety. It's the design that should have been used in 1976, actually 1975. They brought it out a little bit early. There he goes, and just black and white. It's a peach. And come to the front. Yeah. Same idea as the Wham. They just used the wrong design in the wrong year. There it is. And this, it's a good looking coin. I'd be proud of that. The 77 DDO, I don't think I haven't even come up with a price on that one. I don't like that big splotch on the side. It's unsightly, so that won't command much of a premium. There we go. The camera's working today. How come? I don't know. Is there an hour in the month? Is that what it is? January, February. Yeah, there is, and probably for a couple more months too. Hi, Riser. Riser's Treasure Emporium Hunters has joined us. There's SJ. How are you, dear? Sebastian Garcia is here. Ken's blog, great info, 1 Million Pennies Project at blogspot.com. We have some stuff coming up to the blog. Now, that whole store section of the blog, just kind of ignore that. That is so darn obsolete, you can't imagine. I'm going to redo it. Hi, Ken, says Riser. Good to see you. Mark Phoenix has joined us. Mark's an old buddy from way back in the day, way back in the times that I don't remember some of those days. Gosh, we had a great time in college, though. Where did we go to college, by the way? And did I go with you, or was that a different college? Okay, let's keep moving because we got some stuff. Got in some proofs. And we can't see them all. Okay. Proofs are great when they're slabbed. They're high grade most of the time. Now, these are all MS69s. The nickels are MS68. I've had those for a little while. However, you have to realize PCGS has changed the way they do things. You'd swear it. Right? Is this the one? Where's the one I want? Maybe I should write stuff down, but I don't read my notes ever. Okay, we'll just come across it then. Maybe it's back here. That must be it. Or did I put it down here? There it is. Yep, that's it. That's the one I want. All right. These are MS69. No, wait. Proof 69. And most of them are PCGS. The two on the side over there are those little soap boxes from Annex. And they're cute. They really are, you know, as long as you don't drop them. They're real pretty. But let's have a look at this one. You've got to check your stuff. You can't just take your word for it. Now, back when PCGS started their thing, you had three people, would look at a coin, and two of them would have to agree to come up with the grade on that coin. So let's go to the scope. This is totally blurry. Okay, we're going to be impaired by the slab in between the coin and the camera. So you got a PCGS 2009, right? One of the, you got to have a 2009 nickel. And they're saying proof 69 deep cameo. Well, I got no problem with a cameo, right? That's a deep cameo. I'm about 1.5 feet. There's 2 feet. Yeah, I got no problem with that. Here you go. But you're going to tell me that they're still going to jury their coins, right? When they're, what do they have to? 35 billion. They slabbed as many coins as McDonald's has slapped out burgers. So at some point you got to change your ways. And well, geez, are you still jurying your coins? Proof 69. Should that have a couple of contact marks on Jefferson's face? Really? Check your stuff. I'm finding several other things. I got a satin 69 with a mark on it, not quite as dominant and big as this. But what, you can't? How could they miss that? If they're still jurying their coins, it means 2 out of 3 people missed that mark. And I'm pretty sure PCGS in this case has missed that mark. Deep cam, sure. Proof, sure. I don't think I'd go to 65 with that mark on there. Check your stuff. So you got me, I'll check it for you. LemonHead's here. LemonHead just won the, what'd you win? He won something with the Wednesday show. That is not microscopic, baby. That's as big across as a, look at this. No, that ain't nothing microscopic. It's as wide as the center of his eyeball, right? It is as wide as the E in Liberty. It's as tall as the T in S, just about. That's what's happening. So keep an eye on your stuff. Just because it says, proof 69, you got to check it. How can we have faith in this company when I repeatedly come across issues like that? So I have this little collection back here of stuff that should be graded BS 69. Okay, let's get into it. We've got some quarters. Oh, we're off screen. Home. Come on, come on. There. Oh, I've been getting them. I've been getting lots of them. Check these out. Have you seen the PCGS boxes? I can get more of these, but it'll be a week or 2 before I order them. They're good, stiff, stout plastic. PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Services. They might not get the grading always right. But, dude, they got these boxes right. They're wonderful boxes, and they hold the slabs upright. Right? You're not going to screw up the face of the slab because one coin does not contact the other. Even in the slab, you got spaces in between. These are pretty darn nice. Now, I can order these ahead of time, but they're going to be $8 a piece. What's going to be the kicker is the shipping. All right? Because it starts at $7.50, and I could probably ship 2 of those for $7.50. But if you do have slabs, proper storage, safe storage. Normally, what I do is put them in a Ziploc bag, and that's great. It keeps the scuffs off the face of the coin, so you can take better photos. But if you want to do those slabs right, well, the box is good. I do like the boxes. They're pretty slick. So let me know if you want some of those. Ooh, here's some quarters. These are gone, by the way. They went. I try not to have faith in companies. I find anytime I put my faith in a company, something changes and I can't have any more. If I have something upon which I'm totally dependent and rely on someone else or some company for whatever that is that I'm dependent on, I usually take it up the ass. So I try to be as independent as possible. I think solar power is the next thing on my list here. Okay, but if you store these things right, the slabs themselves stay nice. And these are quite nice. I was rather impressed more than anything else about the quality of the holder. Look at the shape. Don't look at the coin. Look at the slab. I think these things are so fresh. It still smells like that purple paper we had in school. That's how fresh that is. What do you got here? 2003 S. And it says Proof 69 Deep Cameo. And this one, yeah, I agree. It is Proof 69. I don't see these giant marks on his face. What is that? How can you base a company on quality and then spit out crap like that? All right, here it is. Now the book says, what the heck's the book say? They said $17.50, $18. No, really, check the auction records, and you're going to find 9 to 11 is probably closer to reality, right, for these Proof 69 nickels. I just have a 70, this it? Yeah, a 76, because why not? Well, it was in the batch, so I grabbed it up. And that's also a Proof 69 without, you know, jaws chewing up on his face. Black and white. There we go. What do we got there? Let me look at that. What do you think? Let's go in and look at this. Is that on the slab or is that on the coin? I guess I was talking with Chris about the real value of coin roll hunting. Now, if that's on the slab, we should see 2 of them, and they should move apart as I tilt this thing up. I'm not seeing 2 of them. I can't tell if that's in the slab, so I'm going to hold that one off. Oh, that might help. Let me try wiping it with my thumb. Ooh. Is it still there? Did it fade or change from wiping it with my thumb? Look at that! Just this cotton glove is putting little fine scratches on the slab. That seemed to have cleaned off. All right. I'm going to save that aside for another day when I take another look at it. So anyway, I've got the nickels, and I had 3, but now I'm down to 1, and they're gone. Home with my notes. Nickel, $8 on the nickel. Proof 69 deep cam, and you can see the black and white on that. Let me put the black up here. There you go. And I also have a couple of sensitive Proof 69, also $8. Let's have a look. Did you see how these things stack up so nice? Okay. But 1993 Proof 69 decam. Now, if you like a good-looking penny, that's going to be a good-looking penny. Now, these are $8 a piece. Let's have a close-up on that. Where are you? And once you get into the 90s, these things start picking up more value. What do we got on that face? Is that on the slab or is that on him? That's on him. All right, to hell with that one. I might just send these back. Okay, let's really look at this one. 87S. Let's look at him real hard for a 69S because I'm not looking good. I spent too much time chatting. I did do my homework. Okay, this one I could buy. How are you looking in the back? Good. No fingerprints, no chewing gum, no cat hair. There we go. Whoa. So I got one available at $8. Oh, a nickel. 1 nickel, 1 penny, $8 each. And we get a couple of quarters. Now I had several quarters, but I put them together in batches of 4 and 5, all on the same row for the date. The 83S, the quarters are $12 a piece. And these are good. These I did get a chance to look at. And the other one's a 1991S. Now you can get better, but you're going to start paying good money on the Proof 70s. Let's go over to the USB. Ken Peavy says, Logan, I thought this was a show like the Big Show. If you could put the $5 I sent towards the Big Show. I can, but not yet. I'm going to guess from that statement that you sent some coins to add to the big show. You betcha they'll go in. They haven't arrived yet. And on Friday nights, I sell stuff. Um, the big show, that's for you guys. You guys make that happen, and somebody out there is going to win it. Wednesdays, same thing, but weeks. On this show, I just pick up stuff that I've got lying around because, dude, there's plenty of it. And we'll try to make $1. And I have done a couple of times offering other coins owned by other people. And I can't make this camera work. And that's what I'd like to do, is more commission selling. I need to get some real nice stuff. And this is little marks on the slab in this particular case. You see how there's two marks and they separate? That's on the slab. So there's George. And here's Sam the Eagle. Looking proud. There you go. But those are the two that I have right now available. And we have the two MS68s, and they're good for $6 a piece. And what the heck were these? 2009 and 1996. Both S, both nickels. There you go. Little speck on his shoulder, which is probably what gives it the Proof 68. But it is heavy cam. See, they all have different grades. U cam, D cam, heavy cam, and X says heavy. Not a bad nickel. But these, you can get decent, higher grade slabs for a fair price. Just have to know what you're looking for. Read last chat. No, I sent money through PayPal. Today? I don't have PayPal loaded because, I'll check that after the show. But thank you. We'll surely figure something out. Okay, Ken might need some of those finger prophylactics. I got some somewhere. Where'd they go? I got the glove. That gets me by. It's really handy just to wipe stuff off with. But if you wipe the slabs, even with cotton, you can, scuff them just a bit. I want a treasure hunt in Florida. Geez, I got a whole backyard. You can probably find like horseshoes, maybe barbed wire. I think some beer cans up in the woods where we had a bonfire once. Can I order 2 boxes? Yes. There's the email. Now I got 2 types of boxes. We have the red ones. Where the heck did they go? All right. There you go. And 3 of these will fit in a padded mailer, because the only way I have to ship these is by priority mail. So shipping on these is $7.50 for 3. You want more, goes up. The boxes themselves, they're cardboard, they're lightweight. They fit 2x2 holders, and that's either slabs or it just fits these. The soap boxes, they go right in there. Let's see, the 2x2 vinyl, cardboard, acrylic, they all fit. Anything 2x2 fits right in there. There's Clash. There you go. The beauty on these, you got the plastic, right? On the flips, you got plastic on the acrylic holders right here. You got plastic on the slabs. Plastic over time will degrade. It will photo-degrade. It's the UV. Breaks it up. It breaks the cross links in the polymers. So you got a 2-piece box, one piece fits over the other. So to make these work, right, because they're $1.50 a piece, all right, so 3 of them fit. It's $7.50 for shipping for, $4.50 worth of box. Let's put stuff in the boxes. So we put flips in the boxes. There you go. I've got 50 per bag. I put 2 bags in a box, and really I can fit 4. All right, if I put those side by side, I can fit 4, because those are 2x2, and that's a 9-inch box, right? So I got space for actually a little bit more. But I can fit 300 flips in 3 boxes and ship it for $33. Now, right now, I've got enough flips for about 2 packages and not quite 3. So if people want a lot of these, I'll get more. Don't worry about a thing. I do it all the time. I'm right now doing about 6,000 to 8,000 flips a month, but I'm buying them, 5,000 at a time. Yeah, they always order a lot when I have less than 1,000 left. I'll probably sell, 2,000 just this week. And I got like, 800. All right. But along with these, if you get 100 flips, I can also fit up to 17 of the 2x2 acrylics. And I got sizes 1 cent through 50 cents. They're pretty handy. But these are nice. You keep your stuff clean, keep the dust out, the spiders, all that stuff. And it works. And they're standard. They're made for the coins. They're designed for the coins. You really like when you get the pills from the doctor, or you open up some pills from the store, you get that little, looks like a little can, kind of shakes. That's a rattler. That's a desiccant. It'll help absorb moisture inside the box. So drop one of those in the box as well, just for that extra level of protection. But it keeps them dark, keeps them clean, keeps them safe. You can throw that thing across the room, they'll hold up. Okay, I got a deal on the package. Yeah, it's not bad. You can fill that right up. I can fit 600 flips in the 3 boxes, and just a few, just a couple of these in each box. And really, that's the way to fill the entire package and ship it in the same price. How much for 2 PCGS boxes shipped? For 2 boxes is $8 a piece, and shipping is $7.50. 8, 16, 24, $23.50. That's what I can do right now. But those boxes I don't have in stock right now. There you go. But I can get a bunch of them. But for me to make a couple of bucks, they're going to ship. They're $2 a piece, and they hold 20. They hold 20 slabs. There you go. It looks just like that. I don't have a measurement on them. However, we know that that's 4 inches, right? So they're just under 4 inches high. Just a little shy of 4 inches, probably 3.5 inches high. A little over 2 inches wide. Maybe 2 3/4, 2.5, 2 3/4 wide. And just under 9 inches long, because that guy's 9, so it's probably 8 3/4, 8 5.5/16, something like that. 8 17/32. That's how we measured it back in the day. It's 8 1/4 and a little line. Huh? Dude, just cut it 8 1/4 and a little line. What do you mean a little? Just add a little line on your tape measure? Yeah, add that. Well, how much is that? Don't matter. One line. Then we argue all day about how much is that little line. The heck with it. Doesn't really matter, because it was a guy's measurements was 1.5 feet off anyway. I cut the thing 3 times and it was still too short. I got out of construction. My stomach's better. I don't get heartburn nearly as much. The headaches are gone. My head doesn't pulsate. It's real nice. I like my life now. But this is what I do. I do the coin thing 24/7, and what you people do is bring peace and bliss to my life. Because I don't have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, race, get some coffee, tear up, get there at 6 o'clock, and wait an hour for the guys to show up. And then put out fires all day. What's the difference from the blue to the red box? I think blue is NGC. Now, NGCs are a little bit off size. Here's one. All right. Remember, every company has to have their own thing, because you can't copy the next guy, or it's a copyright violation. Then you got lawsuits, and then the lawyers, our lawyers are going to lunch with their lawyers. Okay, but they're awfully close. Let me shove this off the table. How do I do this? Let me cover that, because I don't want to screw it up. There you go. Blue is PCGS. I think the red must be NGC, but they're a little bit off. They fit, but they wiggle a whole lot more. And I bet you if I pulled that outward, I would break it. Okay, not quite. Almost. They're just a hair off. The NGC slabs are just a skosh. We had a technical term back in the construction world about that. It's a skosh. Smaller, or more narrow, and a little bit taller. Can we see that? I have to get over on that side. That's the amount of difference. It's probably one line, you know, on a tape measure. Difference in price. Height, 1/8 of an inch perhaps, from the bottom to the top. But they'll fit. They'll keep your slabs from rubbing together. Right? You can put a little desiccant in there if you like, you know, keep it dry. But they're solid. These are solid. I like them. But people like the gear. You know, get yourself the gear. Why not? Put in a plastic baggie. Yeah, that'll work. Give you a little bit extra space. If you can't afford the $8 for those, just use a plastic bag. Put it in there. And then you can put a sticker on the bag. Because I've seen people, they put stickers on the slab. And I got one here. There you go. They put the sticker on the slab. And then the next guy has to peel off the sticker that he just paid, you know, $30 for an $8 coin. And you got that bit of the sticker, you get the sticker residue. Who wants sticker residue in their nice slabs? They spend $25, $30 at least to get the slab made, and then they cover it with a sticker. Come on. Stop it. They're killing me here. Put in a plastic baggie. Look, the bag is cheaper than that plastic sticker. They work. It'll get you by. It'll get you home. But a good storage box works. And they sit flat on the shelf. Right? Where did my good box go? I got the good box. There you go. See, my storage method I can't stack these all that well. And, well, it does do the job. Jeez. No question about that. You can go inexpensive. I won't blame you one bit. But they're not quite a standard size. They don't fit well on a shelf. He isn't reading chat. I'm trying to read chat. Let me catch up a bit. Hey, Ken, I have a coin with a hole and a silver chain hanging from it. What error is that? I believe that's called jewelry. Let's see. Then it might fit more snugly. Yeah, you could put it in the plastic and then stick it in the box. Why not? Just a little, you know, a little edge. I haven't been getting my CRH vitamins. Get to the bank immediately. Give them $25 and say, can I have a box of pennies, please? And then they say, what do you need a box of pennies for? Nobody needs a box of pennies. Why do you need them? Oh, I'm building a bar. I'm going to cover it with the pennies. Right? And they're going to epoxy the whole thing. Right? And then people can sit at the bar and say, this is when I was bored. This is when we had the kids. And this is the year we met. And they freaking love that idea. And they'll shovel the pennies at you. Do you need more? Come back if you need more. Take pictures. So you get online, you download some pictures, you put it in your phone, take them in. I love that. Can you do that to my house? Sure, I know a guy. I'm going to need 10 bucks of pennies to do that. Man, they will shovel them at you. As long as you give them some idea that you're not going to look at the pennies, you're just going to spend them, and they're never going to go back to that bag. Ever, no matter what. By God, they can't give you enough of them. They'll show up at your house with quarters, you know, with pennies and stuff. Especially the ugly teller. Hi, I just want to make sure you have enough pennies. Go away. You get these groupies, the bank groupies. Yeah, zinc deficiency. It's probably what did it to her hair. Okay, the next thing on here. I want to get, because this was under the pile. All right, we got more Ikes, kind of. We got one Ike. This is one of the 3-piece uncirculated sets. This is the United States Bicentennial Silver Uncirculated Set. This is what they look like. You got a piece of propaganda, right? It says, this is authentic and genuine, beautiful. On the back is, what is this, instructions? Assembly instructions. Are you out of your mind? Assembly, what are you going to assemble? It's cardboard. You're going to prop that up on your desk or something? Okay, you could. All right, you get the quarter, the dollar, and the half. There, the quarter, the dollar, and the half. These are all S Mint. They are 40% silver. And look how beautiful those are. Look at that. I should work on the prices right. All right, let's have a look. Where's my mouse? Oh, I think this might be actually part of the assembly. I don't know. I don't read those things. I call them destructions instead of instructions. Mousy, come on. Okay, we got the Ike right down the center. Now he's looking sideways and I can't do anything about that. So these are uncirculated. They're in wonderful shape. Right? They've been in the plastic since they got to the mint. So anything on the inside, that's the mint's fault. You blame them. They wondered why, you know, their mint sales were so darn low and slow and kept shrinking year on year. And this is the best they ever did with it. Stick it between two pieces of plastic. This is probably one of the best mint set packaging jobs because at least you've got a stiff cardboard and a thicker envelope. But they didn't protect the darn things well, and they didn't handle them well. You do get contact marks, as you see on the $50. He's got one on his chin, right? Gosh, but not too bad. Now the quarter on this one is a little better. You get a really hard core edge on that quarter. And the $50 also shows some thinning. But the edges on the quarter are wonderful. Terribly upside down, but I can't help that, I think. I could, but it's going to be lopsided. Yeah, I need like a desk that's twice as big. There you go. But a wonderful, wide, clear, flat edge. Good sharp strike on this one. And you've got the full line on the drum. There you go. There's the drummer boy. I think his name was Al. I forget the whole story there. It'd be a contact mark. And there's some thinning on the edges. And it's a type 1, which is the bold lettering on the reverse. There you go. Big fat letters. The T in the States gives it away. They're straight down, straight, like a line, like a number 1. That's a type 1. See the way that's a mnemonic device. Yeah, I learned that from a guy named Al. Okay, there's the Independence Hall. Lots of history in there. Anyway, there it is. It's not too bad. It's in great shape. It's been kept well, stored well. Has all the original documentation in the envelope. And it's a $20 bill. Vertical. Vertical. The diagonal T. I wonder if I have a type. I don't have a type 2 handy. Okay. You get a type 1 and a type 2 Eisenhower dollar for the bicentennial. Where's my pointy stick? And it comes down to the shape of the letters, the thickness of the letters. You see how these are big and fat and blotchy and bold, and they don't have serifs, right? It's just like somebody had a paintbrush and drew them with big fat letters. All right. Now the type 2, it has angles, like on the T. Instead of being square, it's a T. It's like here, somebody took a piece of graph paper and drew an outline around, 3 wide and 3 down, and said, this is our T. Right, the only real design on this is the end of the S, right, and the top of the A. Everything else is square. It's 90 degrees. Now in the type 2, those T's on the sides of the top piece, they're angled in. So if it's straight up and down, looks like a 1, that's type 1. It doesn't have nuke hot peppers, it's not right. I must be seeing the eating menudo. Menudo, isn't that a band? Noisebusters finally caught up with them, I think. Okay, there it is. But keep an eye on these Ikes. There are other issues to find with them. There's double dives. Where'd that go? Let me pull this guy down for a second. Oh, let's see. There are craters with, they're flared design. They're accented. You'll have rays sticking out of them that are kind of neat, like a dye chip. You'll have different styles on the Earth. Remember that big thing about Cuba? Like the 1972 Type 2s, there is no Cuba. Just kind of a vague ocean. The 74S, is that right? Or 71S? 74 has an Armageddon Earth, where the whole Earth is just kind of screwed up. They call it the Armageddon variety. You get the friendly eagle, the mean eagle, the distemper eagle, eagle with the flu. There's a bunch of them. They're kind of slick. Okay, let's get this put up, because it's 10:13. I've been talking for like an hour. Yeah, I was talking before this. That's what it was. Food with no hot chili is a waste of food. Maury lives in the Southwest. He get away with that. Me, I'm from New England. We boil it. It's good. Just throw it in the pot, boil it up. We you get the New England boiled dinner. It's a piece of ham, and somebody used to make a daisy ham, which is just a small ham, it's perfect size. You throw that in with some cabbage, some potatoes. If it grows underground, it goes in the pot, right? Plus cabbage, onions, potato, carrots, parsnips, turnip, all good. Throw it in there and just boil it until the turnips are ready. Pull it out and just start stuffing your face. And a head of cabbage helps. Now they also do it with beets in there, right? So then you take the stuff the next day and you chop it up, put it back in your skillet, and you fry it up, and that's everything turns red from the beets, and they call it red flannel hash. It's good. We grew up on that stuff, baby. Okay, let me get these set aside for just a moment. Yeah, my grandmother cooked like that, and well, we all survived. You know, it took us a few years before we were talking again, but and there's that twitch, but no matter, it was all good. There we go. Okay, look at. Oh, there we go. We got a couple of these. And what are they? Aren't they pretty? I like these commemoratives that have the presentation box. Oh, and I have the certificate. There we go. These are Statue of Liberty $50. Now, I erroneously referred to these as silver a few weeks back, but so many people were interested, I said, I better get some more of these. And these are proof 1986S. The very coins. Lee Iacocca was so good at marketing. Here we go. We've got I could do the obverse and the reverse side by side here. There you go. Let me put that one here. This one, if you turn it this way, it works. And I think that one's upside down as well. But you get the red, white, and blue ribbon. There's the obverse with Liberty looking out. She's actually facing, see, if you live in New York, you're looking at her butt all day. She faces out to sea so that the immigrants can come in and say, ah, we're free. There you go, obverse and reverse. And it's got everything, all the parts, all the buzzers and whistles. We can put that on the close-up if you like. You can see what we're talking about. So how's it like to work on Wall Street? Now, all day long, you're looking at a giant woman's butt. True story. I'm not making this stuff up. Okay, here you go. Now, Lady Liberty was a gift from France. They paid for it. All we said is, we can put it there. There you go. And you got the glorious sunrise. Here's a guy in a canoe. What is that? Is that a canoe? It's a boat. That's New York Harbor, also known as Pearl Harbor. Believe it or not. On the back, you have the immigrants in Ellis Island. And we're a nation of immigrants. I traced my lineage back. We got some Mayflower people. Once you hit one person on the Mayflower, and pretty much if you live in New England, you're probably going to. You hit a lot of them because, let's face it, they had what, 60, 70 people? And half of them died the first winter. So the survivors, well, they kind of limited on who to breed with. So they bred with each other. Okay, so you hit one, you hit a bunch. So you get some of them. We got one guy from, Scotland, right? I forget his name. McGee. He's a Scotsman. There's one guy from Ireland, one guy from Wales, and pretty much every single other person is from the south of England. That's my heritage. There you go. So these are $10 a piece. They're pretty. They're neat. They're nifty. I had vintage figures. They're somewhere, but they're not too excessive. And when these were produced initially, the proceeds from the sale of these commemorative coins went to the rebuilding and renovation of the Statue of Liberty. So that's what that's all about. Because after 100 years, after France gave it to us, well, they pretty much let it go. And this thing was rotten to the gunnels. Needed a lot of work. Do you guys hit the like? Hit the like button. The more times you hit that like button, the more Facebook will put it in front of other people to see. Yes, these are clad. These are copper nickel. There's not a dram of silver in them. And yes, that was Lee Iacocca, the Chrysler chairman, who was tasked with leading the Statue of Liberty project. And he did it. He raised, what, $3 million, and they got the job done. We're free, and look at Liberty's torch. You can look at a torch if you like. It's a much better view. Okay, there's 2 available. Okay. Is that it for Ikes? 1, 2, 3. I think that's it for the Ikes. Yeah, let's keep moving. Alrighty, we got a few things on this side. I got some proof 1990 half dollars, and they're gorgeous. There's not a thing wrong with these. We're talking black and white, front to back, top to bottom. I did take one out, and I'm going to offer that, on Sunday's show. But I put a bunch of them up, and boom, they were gone like in 2 minutes. 2 minutes? Well, I got them for a good price, so I offered them for a good price. These are $5 a piece. Right now, there are 4 available. These are ebony and ivory. Now, back when Lee Iacocca was setting up his program for the fundraiser, Ebony and Ivory was a big song back in the day. Who sung the song? Not the Commodores, but they were close. This is what we're looking at on these 1990s. There you go. And I don't have the mintage. I had my spreadsheet up earlier. Great shape. Not a thing wrong with these. Probably should go in an probably should go in a Proof 69 slab, except there's nothing wrong with them. Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder. There it is. Yeah, 2 velvet voices. Look at them. Look at that. Do I look like Kennedy? No? Maybe. 1990s. They're clad. They're $5 a piece. You're going to be hard-pressed to beat that. And that's probably why I sold 15 of them in 2 minutes. Ringo and Wheezy. Stephen Wonder's a good guy. I never met him, but he always smiled. Ringo. No, Ringo is another guy. Paul McCartney is not Ringo. Nigel Tufnell. I don't know, man. There's some parts of the 80s I just don't remember at all. Okay, let's keep going. We've got this girl. Where are you? Let's find our way home. Home. There we go. We got this beautiful girl down here. This is in good plus condition, but it's a 1923 S, which is a better date for a walker. Screen, scope. There we go. You're in better than good shape, right? You're starting to get into very good, but I don't think it quite qualifies. Get a little ding over here. Let's get around this thing. It's worn, it's circulated. She's been around. She's been spent on 30 loaves of bread. Little hairline right through her. There we go. And we got a nice sharp clear S. Again, the rim is clean and distinct all the way around. $50 and a Great Eagle. This goes out the door $15. If that's something you're looking for, you just let me know. I'll put that right here. Okay, next up. Oh, we got the wheats here. I should do all the wheats together. We'll do nickels next. Nickels, where'd you go? Where'd you go? I picked up some more satins. Did I tell you? Okay. I keep an eye out, and when I find them, I get them. 2005 was a good year for satins. Now, they only made about 1.5 million, but in 2005, they did 2 designs, right? You had the 2004s, where you got the handshake and the boat. 2005, you have the ocean in view, and you ready? The buffalo. That's right, the wind blows cold on the trail of the buffalo nowadays. We'll put it under here. Screen. Nope, scope. There you go. Okay, they're still in the original mint wrapper, cellophane, but it's a much thicker cellophane than they were using the earlier years. And they're in real good shape. They're $1 a piece. Hard to beat, really. Get some. You got a bunch of these to get, and when I get them for the right price, I'm going to make them available at the right price. And $1, that's a good price. They won't be perfect. You'll have the occasional contact mark. So this won't grade above proof 69. I couldn't believe that thing. I looked at that. Here's the old Buffalo. Right beside it. That's his cousin. There's the new guy. One face is right, one face is left, and they get to eat all the grass that way. There you go. That one's got a D on it. But we got 2005 P and D. Where's the P? Find me a P. There you go. P and D for the Buffalo Reverse and Ocean View. And I checked them all. I didn't find any double dies. It's not Buffalo Bill. It's Thomas Jefferson. Is that his belly button? No, he's a mammal. That would be his boss. B-A-S. Look it up. It's natural, except in humans. Then you can't talk about it. It becomes taboo or some darn thing. Okay, you got 4 of them. Real easy. 2005 P-D. And that's the Ocean View and the Buffalo Reverse. 4 of them, $4. Hard to beat. And I still got the dimes and some 2005 P cents. The dimes are 2006. No. 2007 P&D and 2010 P&D. And they're also $1 a piece. I'm not that hard up yet, LemonHead, he says. Did you save an Ike for Lincoln? Lincoln gets first dibs on whatever he wants. So it's not a problem saving stuff. When I check the email, I'm going to check Lincoln's first. That's right. He's been a good supporter of the show since day one. Okay, what do you got here? Okay, we got the cents here. But let's talk about pennies first. Or nickels first. Let's move those. Move these in. They like those dollar deals. So I went looking and said, geez, I need more dollar deals. How am I going to do this? How about some decent? Now, I already picked out like a bunch of them that were indecent. You know, they had that boss. And threw them over the side of the desk. Okay, but I got a bunch of Buffalo nickels. They're full date. They're at least very good. Or at least, excuse me, at least good. A lot of these go to fine. But these are the common dates, 35, 36, 37. There are an occasional D mint mark in here. But they're $1 a piece, and I can probably do 5 different ones for you. All right. If I can't do 5 different, I'll talk to you. You know, send you an email saying I can't do it. But some of these are quite decent. Let's have a look at what we're really talking about. Scope. There you go. What do you got here? 1934. All right. The date's the first thing to go, just about. You got complete rims. Going to be wear it in. Going to wear in where it's close. In the normal spots, but I took out, there were 8 in this batch that were kind of screwed up. He's got a trace of a horn, no mint mark, but the rim is pretty solid. Okay, and the kids like these. Let's have a look at another one. What do you got? 36. I think this is a little bit better than that 34. So we'll start at the top and work our way down. A little bit better on the rim on that. Let's look at the back. And this is probably VF on this one. That horn is almost complete. There you go. But I'm not going to go through and, you know, pick out the best ones for you. I will go and I can get you probably 5 different dates, you know, for $5. Make sure I get a good one. Whatever can come due. But I'll do my best to say, this one sucks. If I get one that looks like this, yeah, I'll send that back and do something else because this one's just funky. This one's probably fine condition, but it's pretty filthy. But it's a 1923 with a big fat scratch in it. What are we gonna do? We're gonna sell this or something like this? I would just add that to the big show on Sunday, and somebody will be happy to have that. We'll just add it in. But 5 different buffaloes, $5, and we go from there. Let me know what you're looking for. We set those back over here. At Koi Lovers, I just subbed you. Can you please sub back, says Bill J. Everybody sub to Koi and Bill J. How about that? Hi, Ken. Nice coins. Thank you for viewing, playing. Okay, what do we have next? We have these, I lost my place. Where'd we go? Home. There. Okay, I've been showing these for a couple of weeks now because, first off, I got a lot of them. And second, they're gorgeous. These are the 1943 steel cents. 1943, we needed the copper for the war effort. We were doing a big buildup to send armaments over to Europe and, well, all over the Pacific Basin. So we needed the copper. Answer, make the coins out of steel and then plate them with zinc. And I came across two of the finest rolls I've seen in many years. Now I sell these at below the MS64 price. The 43 plain, excuse me, are $8. The 43Ds, as you see here, look at them. They're all like this. I mean, they're gorgeous. Look for contact marks. I'm doing it $10. And if you take them both, $17. These are seriously nice. I haven't seen them this nice in 20 years. Now, I had a few in there I picked out. They got little spots on them. That's no problem. They still have these surfaces, which are, I mean, come on, they're just about flawless. Watch this. What do you see for issues? And we can zoom in. Up here, you got two lines. That's from a feeder finger, right? Let's find some contact marks. You're going to get them always on the rim, right? Because that's the first place they would contact. But you've got to hunt for any issue with these things. This, you see the color here. If I tilt this, you see the natural color is actually white. And that would be just a little spot. But I don't think that in any way detracts from this coin. Let's look at the front and look for contact marks. Anything on his face? Anything in his hair? The field on the right? Now, they're all like this. What have we got here? Down there, see a dot. Let me touch it. Okay, that might be something, but you're not going to see that on less than 10x. Here again, you see a spot, and it's dark, but if I tilt it, you see what it actually is. Ain't nothing to it. The grade on these is superior. Look for contact marks. This is the 1943 you're looking at now. There's one right down there. There's one. And that might be another here. Let's look at the other side. Anything in his face? How about the field over here? Maybe here and there. Maybe. Let's look at that. That might be just a little rub. Anything on the shoulder? Bow tie? Vest? No, these are all like this. Over there? No. Okay, the two of them, P and D, $17. You won't be sending these back, I can guarantee you that. These are superior steel cents. Now, the big secret on these is to check the rim. Let me stack these together so I can show it best. Because if these things are going to rust, it's going to start on that rim. All right, now these came in a glass or clear tube, and there's nothing on those rims. They are gorgeous all the way around. Because once it starts on the rim, it's going to keep on going. And a lot of times, if you put these in a cardboard holder, right, be it a Dansko album or a Whitman album, the humidity that those folders will pick up. And I've got some here. There you go. This one's for Jefferson Nichols, of course. There you go. But they're cardboard, and if you put those coins in these, it can help promote rust. And it's just the cardboard picking up the ambient atmosphere moisture, and it'll get to there. So save those, keep those special. I've got the unplasticized vinyl flips. They're stiff, right? They haven't had the softeners added, and that's the kind you want for long-term storage. And if you really want something special, I have these acrylic holders. These are only 50 cents a piece. And really, if you want to give your coin extra protection, they're solid, baby. They ain't going nowhere. And they come in little plastic bags so you can keep it from getting scuffed up. Save the bag, put it back in. And 50 cents a piece, you can get a whole bunch. And I've got 1 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, quarter, and half. Go from there. Oh, and I got Jefferson nickel size in now, if you like. Those are $4 a piece for the holders. Hi, Ken. Having fun? Every night I'm having fun. CoinApp has joined us. This is Dustin. Dustin's got a celebrity coming up on our show. You got to wait for that. Gosh, do you like pink? You'll like this. Okay, we got the nickels. We got the half. We got the halves. Did you see the halves? Look at these halves. $5 a piece. You can't afford not to buy them. Take them all. I'll see if I can get some more. Okay, we got the buffalo nickels. Yep. We got the halves. We got the proofs. We got the Ikes. Oh, that's right. Then we go to the pennies. All right, I've been doing these for a little while. And I found a box of 20 slabs I'm trying to bid on, or I'm waiting to bid on at the last second. Because if you haven't seen proof wheat pennies, dude, you really have not had a good, full, rich life. Let's look at this over here under the big. And I'm going to have to move you away. There we go. Whoa! I have no grace. Did I mention that? I can't do this. Let's try the... Okay. There, the dustpan effect works every time. All right. This is a proof 1958. So the message is a little under a million. Where's my black? There. Now I can do it. A little under a million in 1958. It's actually lower than 1957. And let's look at, there it is. These are gorgeous coins when you see a proof wheat cent. If you haven't seen it, well, you're looking at one now. They're not, these are not cameo, but they are pretty darn brilliant. Look at the other side. Now, right now I have 2 remaining. This one is $10. If I can get the color. Oh, to heck with it. That's right. Oh, shit. Yep. How about now? That's what they look like. Dude, they're freaking splendid. Let's go back over here. Scope. Correct. That one's 10. I've got another one here. It is 6. I'm going to put these side to side and you see why. Okay, if I can pick it up. There we go. On the left is 10. On the right is 6. Well, how come that one's $6 when it's exactly the same as this one? And I've got a spot on this one is why. I'm going to find it again. There you go. Over there at 3 o'clock, I got a bit of a spot. Just a kind of a dark spot. You can barely make that out. You're looking at right in here. 3 o'clock. Okay, well that was $6. Whereas this one, the Brilliant Baby, and that is a gem proof, is $10. Look at the fronts. One more time. That's 6. And that one's 10. These are slick as could be, though. A little steel wool, it'll buff right out. I'm sure of it. Just, you know, you get your car polisher out there and plug it right in. You know, get like a 220 line or something. And whoop, it'll be gone. No problem. There you go. That little spot, yeah, we can take that down. But that's what you're looking at. You'd be proud to show these off. No question about it. I love these. I want more of these. If you're going to collect the wheats, these proofs, I got a spreadsheet to list them all. You know, the D, the S's, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 30s, 40s, 50s, the satins, the proofs, the matte proofs. they are consistently in the, you know, the higher end of the ranking. You get a million, less than a million of these. Yeah, they're keepers. They start to get high up in the ranks. Next one we got, I just dropped it. Let me set these off to the side. What is this one? 1931D, Choice AU. There we go. 1931D. Look at the fields on this. Okay, now the only issue that I see about this is a spot there behind his back underneath Liberty. You got fantastic color, just a hint of luster right around the rim. You see it around Trust. Now this camera doesn't show the colors well, so I'll get it on the other side. Hey there, YouTube coin community. This is Dustin with CoinUp, and today we are looking at Ken Peavy. That's right. I'm going to get me a plaque and hang it on my wall because I am awesome. Look at this. 51, I still got one chin. I'm so proud. My mother had 3 chins at this age. There we go. This is the reverse on that. The wheat ears are just slick all the way to the ends. Let's look at these. Let's look at that real close. Okay. You get a bit of finning. Right? That's the metal that sneaks in between the coin or sneaks in between the planchet. No, the die and the collar. Gives you that bit of finning, and you're going to hold that toothpick so you can see the thickness of that. It's just this little bit, but the wheat ears, yeah, tight all the way up to the edge, all the way up, both sides. These are brilliant. These are beautiful, and again, just a trace of luster in between some of the berries. Let's look at the color. The little camera, that one, shows the detail. This one shows the color. It's brown, but you have just a kiss of luster here and there, just a kiss of redness up around E pluribus unum, for example. Let's look at the front. There we are. Just a kiss of luster in God we trust around the edges. But you'd be proud to have that in your collection. I paid $20 for cap dies. Maybe a little cheap. We got a cap by, where the heck did that go? Did I leave it over here? Probably. I can't believe if I left it over here. How sloppy of me. It's gone. It is gone. Well, we intend to have one on the big show this week. LemonHead sent one. He says you got to have one. It's worn out, but it's a cap dime. What'd I do with it? I put it somewhere so I wouldn't lose it. That's what happened with that. So we'll find it one day. Okay, the 31S, Choice AU. All right, so I'm saying AU 53 to 55. This goes out the door at $36, and you can put this in your collection. You're going to like it, guys. It's a peach. Dustin's here. Shh, the boss. Whatever. That's not it. Oh, I see. I shoved everything around looking for those. I got 3 more here. Looking for that cap butt. Now I've got to find that. There are several things I need to find around here. One thing is my wits. I've got a 1920D. I've got this written as AU plus RB. Okay, let's look at the color because this is sweet. Did you see the copper round? Look at that. Look at this copper round. Try the color on this 1920D. Is that luster? Is that cartwheel luster? Yes, yes it is. This is why I have to get a plaque for myself, because of stuff like this. Let's have a look at the back. The back is a bit browner. And I'm having trouble with the focus on this. But I still have some cartwheel luster on the reverse. We'll put this under the scope and get a good look. Get this out of there. What's the price on this one? $35. 1920D Check out the fields. You get a bit of finning. Check out the fields. You see the bright colors there? And let's look for contact marks. We're zoomed way in. I'll zoom out in a bit. Let's zoom out here. It's a pretty one. You deserve to have some nice wheats. Okay, 1920D. And choice AU. Would you call that AU? You have just the tiniest trace of wear above the ear. Just a hint. Let's go to the other side here. Okay, those wheat ears are all the way up. And you still have some traces of luster on the reverse. The reverse is a bit more spotty, but the detail is superior. Just a whisker. I'm going to blow my nose real quick, so I'm going to put this up here so you don't have to look at this. Because this is gross. Everything's under control. Unk slider, AU 55 to 58. That's what I say. I've got AU plus RB written on this thing. Where is it? Oh, there you go. 1920 AU plus. Yeah, would you call it 55? So $35. You can check Numus. You can check Red Book. Yeah, it's in there. This one meets it. That's a prize for you. Where'd I put my there it is. Let me not lose this. That's a definite keeper. Oh, here's a pretty one. More AU. Oh. This one's 1929D. And it's mostly brown. There you go. Mostly brown. I wonder how do you make these. I'm going to listen to Paulie Nichols and just write to Logitech, and maybe they'll send me a new camera. They told him, keep that one too. Keep the old one. Well, geez, this sounds to me like a plan to get a good camera out to the masses. Here's a 1929D, and I call it AU. Where'd my page go? Just plain flat AU. I don't give it a plus. You've got a trace of luster around the edges, around the date. Great shape. Coin up. I sent the pictures. Very good. And oh, here's a neat one. You can see a bit of indirect design transfer going on right here. So when the dies come together with a planchet in between, over and over and over and over again, and the way the design on one side works, it leaves its imprint going through the planchet on the other. So it's not a sharp, even, straight, crisp clash. It's just a general outline here. This would be Lincoln's head up here. This would be his vest going down on the two sides. And you'll find that a lot, especially on these 20s Lincolns. They tend to run, the dies for quite an extended time. But again, you get full ears all the way up. AU. This goes out the door for $10. So it's affordable. Let me move this. What's that? Oh, that's where it went. Okay, good. We found that. We found one coin I was looking for, and I got the last one for tonight. If I can get it out. Okay, get on 1824D. About 2.5 million minted. This one comes in at fine condition. It is $30. It's got a bit of a woody grain to it too, if you like that. I think I got a mule this morning. 1944 wheat that weighs 2.5 grams. A mule would be, say, a Lincoln cent, 1959, with a wheat reverse. Right? That's a mule. That's where you have the wrong design on a coin. Like a wham is kind of a mule, but it's a little different. That's a transitional thing. That's where one old design, like a Lincoln set 1909 that has an Indian ears in the back, that would be a mule. But it's always, you know, the previous design. You're not going to have a, you know, a 1958 with a memorial on the back. Be a 59 with a Wheats. That's a mule. So what you're thinking is you have an undersized planchet. Could be a thin planchet, could be a wrong planchet, could be just plain a tapered planchet or something. Could be just plain wore out. Okay, fine condition on this. You have some of the lines, most of the berries. Pretty decent shape. It's not screwed up. You know, sometimes you get these 24Ds and they've just been beat to bejesus. And you get some good color on it. It's a decent one for $30. Yeah, that's gonna fill a tough hole in your album. It's not just wrong planchet. Baby, put it up, show pictures. Quantify your scale. Also quantify the accuracy of the scale. Give me 2 digits on the right side of that decimal. Right? Because if you're saying 2.5, that gives it a range of 2.45 to 2.55. And that's a whole lot of different things it could be. But we'll have a look at it. Oh, that was a good rim on that. We put it back in. That's a sound rim. It's a sound coin. It's not screwed up and it's got some wood. It's a piece of character in there and it's a better date. These 24Ds are, you know, these are among the last 10 you're going to put in your set of Wheats. It's got that yellow-green color. Yellow-green? You mean like the Geico critter? I think there's a South America coin it could be. Okay, do the homework. What could it be for South America? Because the U.S. Mint made all kinds of coins back in the day, and it's not unheard of. But I'm going to guess that somebody recently put up a video about, you know, foreign planchet, because somebody's asking me about an aluminum set. Chris is getting stuff about, you know, magnesium coins, and now we got this one for South America. As soon as somebody shows a neat error, everybody's got one. I got a 69S double die too. I got 3 of them. Actually, look, here they are. They come out of the woodwork. It's hyped. Okay, that's what we have for today. If you want to order stuff, contact me by email. Lincoln Central gets first dibs. That's how easy that is. He's a good guy. Now, let's keep him in our prayers. He's going in for major surgery come Monday, right? It's going to unscrew him up. He's been having a hard time. Hope it'll help him out. But, geez, he's a good guy. He really is. He supports this channel. He talks, gets on, you know, Facebook or chat or whatever. Just we chat all day long sometimes. I'd like to see him, you know, have a good day come Monday. So keep him in your thoughts, keep him in your prayers, because it's guys like him that keep everything going around here. Yeah, we'd be screwed without him. By God, the whole place is shut down. LemonHead just being underweight doesn't mean it's a mule. Mule error is when 2 completely different dies are used, like the Washington Sacagawea mule or the 59 wheat reverse. Yeah, underweight is different. Just subscribe to your channel, Misfit. Well, it's about time. Alrighty, let me scroll back and pick up on chat for just a minute. Good night. Wait, Paula, you can't leave. All the plants are going to die. There we go. But anyway, check your coin. Send good quality pictures. Side of it, the whole bit. Measure it. Quantify your coin. There are things that will let you measure those coins. There's calipers. It might be $7 or $8, you know, to we'll say a college bookstore somewhere near you, or you know, a well-provisioned bookstore near you. They're handy. They'll give you some accuracy, but without those figures, you know, these actual quantifications of the, you know, how much does it weigh, it's going to make it tough to really come back with an answer for you. Now they need to fire the rest. Okay, yeah, these are good Wheats. We got the 31D. I can put those back up here for you. The 24D. The 31D is $36. The 24D is $30. There was a couple more. Where'd they go? That 20D. There you go. That 20, look at the color on that. All right. This camera doesn't show it off well. I could tilt it, but you got some luster in all the right places. It's been handled very, very gently. You have just a trace of wear above the ear. All right. One guy spent it, and the other guy kept it for 97 years. That's how that works. It is the lightest circulation. And there was another one too. What happened to that one? Is that it? The 1929D in AU. And that's a $10 bill. You can see just a hint of luster around the edges. Real good shape. Which one gives biggest premium? I am leaning that way. Probably the 31D or the 24D. 31D, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where did it go? Up there. It's a great pair for the 31S. All right, now the 31S it's a pricier coin. In AU, something that will match this well, it's going to be a $90 coin. Once you get into BU, you're going to talk 120, 140 bucks, real easy. So AU is a bit more affordable. The neat thing on those 31Ss, it's a conditional rarity on low grades. Back in 31, the collectors of the time, and there were far more of them than in 1909, they were hoarding the 31Ss, knowing that it was a low mintage series, a low mintage year. And they hoarded them, much like we're doing with the over the 2009s and the 2017s. There are piles of good quality condition coins out there. But 1909, they missed them. 1914D, they missed them. So you don't have a lot of them that way. So if you need to save money and get a lower grade example, this will give you a good match for it. But 31D, once you start getting into the higher grades on that, there are far fewer as a ratio to the surviving population than there are in the 31Ss. So 31D is a little more pricey once you get into the higher grades. The 24D will always be a staple. This is when you start getting into semi-keys. And the fact that this one has the wood, that's going to give it a little extra marketability. The 20D is a great one, no question about it. It's a fair price for a decent coin. The 29D, you can probably get several of these, for about the same price. It's a $10 bill. The hard one to replace will be that Woody and the 31D. I like the character. I would take the 24D over the 31D. Because here it's not just a coin, it's a coin with personality. And okay, yeah, it's worn, sure. It's in fine condition. It meets that. But it does have personality. I'd get that first. That's what I would go. Buffering. Are we buffering already? That means we've been on for about an hour and a half. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. That's right. It's an hour and a half. We're in. That's what I got for today. Don't forget, we got the flips, the boxes. If you want a PCGS box, there we go. All right, these will be $8, and I'll order them, probably within the week or so, because God knows I need stuff. We've got the Ikes. I guess they're probably going to be going the proofs. Let me run through this all over again here. Here we go. We have those proofs. The nickels are $8. The quarters are $12. The pennies are gone. There they are. And the pennies are also $8. And you're going to find that's a pretty darn good price on a, 83 and 87 for proof 69. We have the oh, there's one more. There is one more. Okay, we went through and picked out a bunch of dollar deals because people like those dollar deals. You get the dollar deal buffaloes. Everybody likes the buffaloes, and the dollar's right. You've got the dollar deal satins. I've got the dimes, of course, and these are the new nickels we've got. These are 2005s with the Ocean in View. That's this one. And the Buffalo P and D, $1 a piece. Okay, if you've seen me before, We do dollar deals, but geez, it takes so darn long. So we put a bunch of them together. Instead of listing just one, I've got a bunch of them. For example, what do we got here? 1958D. Brilliant uncirculated. Look at the luster on that. You can see the camera in the coin. But I've got 26 of the darn things. Now the dollar deals typically have a market value between $1 and $1.95. So we'll get a bunch of the darn things. Okay, 1954D BU. Here's the 1914 and fine, but it has a little scratch. 1925S. It's $1. Fine condition. 26D and fine. 27S. Fine. 28XF. These aren't just junky coins here we're looking at. Some of these get to be, where are you? A little bit better. You can improve your collection here. Here you go. That's through a vinyl flip. There you go. It's $1. I think the book on that is $1.27 or something like that. Now, let's put it up as $1. Okay, 1928D, 15D, and about good. Okay, it's a better date. Here's 1920S and very fine with a weak reverse. 36D, AU58 red brown. Yeah, it's a $1. Yeah, that's what the market value is for 36D and AU, but it's a high-end AU. Okay, here's a 1917 VF. $1.50, huh? No, that counts as $1. 1933D and fine. 13D about good. What's this one? 36 AU red brown. Let me have a look. Yeah, that's AU red brown. Let's see. Here's a 55D choice BU with a clash on the obverse. 1925S and fine. 55D and again. 25D and fine. Here's a 43S AU. Huh? Oh, let's see. A 78S proof and a 1916 VF. There are 26 of these in this batch here. And we did this before, and it seemed to be, let's try this again. Because I'm not going to list these one at a time for $1. No, we'll put together a good group. Okay, 26 of them. We're going to put them in a red box. So you get the top and the bottom. Righto. There you go. And we're going to make that easy to ship. Now shipping is $7.50. We're going to add a loop, which I had. Oh, I know I got one here. Where are you? Here's one. That's a 10x 21 millimeter loop. It might say 30, but the reason these are only, $2.50 is because they're misprinted. It's a 10x 21 millimeter. It's a standard industry loop. Okay. And where are we? We're going to put in the 5 bubs. Oh, 5 buffs. Right. We're going to put in 5 of the 5 different date buffalo nickels. Will be added to this package. The 4 satin nickels. There we go. I can only do one of these packages this week because it takes a bunch of wheats. And the 4 satin dimes. And for the rest of your collection, we're going to put in 50 flips. But the way that works, it's all going to fit in the box, right? Because these will be, down. And then we get the loop takes up not much room at all. And it'll be in a baggie. Plus 50 flips. And ship it. Plus the nickels, the dimes, the flips, the loop, the buffaloes. Yeah. And that'll be a $50 package all by itself. So if that's something you'd be interested in, get a hold of me at this email address and said, I'll take the wheat deal because I got that package. There's only one big wheat deal this week, but I got a few other things that are in there as well, just to juice it up. Okay, we got a 1913D screen. This is very good. It's gone. It's in very good condition. It has a gouge on the reverse. So that's why it's $1 deal. Let's find that and have a look and see exactly what's he mean by a gouge on the reverse. Look at that awful thing. If you can live with that, that's going in there for $1. I could live with that for $1. Okay, that's a 1913D, so it's a better date. It's probably, without the gouge, it'd probably be a $4 or $5 coin. There you go. So you can work on your set well. We have that 1910S that was cleaned, right? Here we go. So we got a real better date in here. This is a 1910S. This is part of this package. There you go. But this coin has been cleaned. All right. For $1, of course you'd take it. Yeah. There you go. If it wasn't for being cleaned, this coin would probably be, in the $10 to $12 range. It's in fine condition, but it's fine details because it's been cleaned. And I got two proofs here. We got a 1962 in the original package, and it looks just like that. And it's a good looking piece, right? And we got a 1964 in the original package. Winner. Oh, we're not giving this away. This is $50. Too much good stuff. Got to run. Got a lead on 25 Danskos. Let me know. I've been meaning to get Danskos. People want Danskos, but geez, they're pricey. I'm trying to get the price of, $35 shipped. That's a 64 in the original container. Now you can tell the difference between the proof, right, cello, and a mint cello. Mint has a line. See the red line? Proof sets do not have that line. They are clear. But let's have a look inside that. See what it means. Where'd my scissors go? There we go. Let's have fun. What's this one? That's the 1964. Let's open that up. So this one will not be in the original mint cello. We're going to take a look. And this is part of that $50 package. Okay, where are you? 1964. This is gorgeous. I have to decide, is that cameo? I'm going to have to put my glove back on. No, I can flip it with a piece of paper. That'll work. See, it's hard to tell if they're cameo when you're looking through this, 50-year-old yellow cellophane. The yellow phane. Yeah, you can't see. Can you see through that? Look at that. That's not clear. It is impossible to gauge these coins through the cellophane. Okay, but a 62 is probably just as nice as a 64. Let's get over here on the home. There we go. Where's my big card? Under there. Because these proofs, because the way the mirror is, you got to black out the light so you can have a look. Oh, that's close to being cameo, but I'm going to say it's not. No, it's close. It's cameo wannabe. It's a CWB. Where's that piece of paper? Let's look at the back of that. There we go. Yeah, cameo wannabe. This is not a cameo cent. However, it is a pretty darn nice proof 64, and it's in the package. Okay. And the 62. I'm going to guess that's just as sharp and nice and pretty. And what do you got there? Is that a spot under the memorial? Maybe. No matter. It's in that $50 package. And if you want that, just let me know. And we'll go from there. Whew. I'm about to use the bathroom, get some food, smoke a cigarette, get a big cup of coffee going. Thanks, Ken. Great coins. I sent money, but I haven't decided what to get. You didn't send money. You can't send money. Send email. Email first so I can send you an invoice. And then when you pay the invoice, it'll be goods and services. And I can print out your shipping label. It's so much easier that way. God, it saves me so much trouble and effort and time and hassle and peace of mind. And my hair grows back. Which one gets biggest premium? Oh, I'm like 20 minutes behind on this. Let's scroll forward. There's Cheapskate with his YouTube channel. Get over there and subscribe to Cheapskate. Hi, all I only need 11 more subs to announce prize number 3. Outstanding from an ex-GAW. So if you not sub to me, hit me up and he'll get back to you. There you go. Yeah, the 64 is pretty good. It's probably, you know, like a $6 coin, to tell you the truth. But we're going to put that right in it. It's raw, unslabbed. Looks to be in great shape. And that's part of the $50 wheat package, where we have the 26 wheats, the 50 flips, the red box, and the loop. And there's the 5 buffaloes, the 4 nickel satins, and the 4 dime satins. Yeah, it's a nice little package. I'd like to do more of those, but they get so involved, you know. There, home. There's home. So, what the heck. Let me know what you're looking for, and we'll go from there, guys. Tomorrow we got the coin class. I still have to get my notes prepared and set up for that and put together and going. Oh, here's these, a 1913 and a 10S. I got to make sure that stays with the package. They came out of their holders so we can look at them. And then Sunday's the big show. It's always something good to see. And we just give it away. So send cash, and your cash will be converted into somebody else's joy. That's the way that works. That's a viewer-supported giveaway. And it's fun. It's the most fun I have all week in my dreary, miserable, lonesome life. I feel like a Maytag repairman. Okay, guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping in. We'll do it again soon. We'll see you later, and good night. Stay groovy.